All right, what's up, guys? Market Alchemist here. Welcome back, Demigod Army. We're hopping in a little bit later this morning. We did our actual cash account trade on the small account challenge this morning. And so we're kind of back in set up. We're going to do a little uh, paper trade going here. Once we kind of set up, got the chart up right now, which is going pretty good. Kind of the trade we took this morning. As you can see right down here, I'm going to flip to the daily. Market opened up, and let me get a nice zoom in here. Like I said, about and get all this fixed up. Get extended hours off there. Um, you can see here we got about 8:30. Let me get this back in here. There we go. Um, Obviously getting started about right here. Kind of the craziness ensued for the day right off the bat. As you can see, we're going to go to the 30-minute chart real quick, just to review this morning. Um, so as you can kind of see, let's get back here to the daily. Kind of we're up right now, pretty much this morning. Came in, watching it. We had a little drop right around in this area over here. It wasn't too bad. We took a little trade down here. Just to get this bounce off. I see right here, kind of how we have our stuff set up. We have our MACD down here. We have our EMA 920 and 200, and then of course our volume weighted average, the VWAP. It's gonna be a nice solid line right here. All of my EMAs are going to be set up right there in the dashed lines. I am colorblind, so the colors really don't matter to me. I just got to kind of highlight over it like this, and then double check the price point where I'm at. Um, I got to try to figure that out, but it's all good. But yeah, so like I said, we got a little momentary drop this morning from the PPI data. Kind of, we'll take a little trip back in the past. Pretty wild day yesterday. Um, Pretty much that data dropped right in the morning. And you can see we pretty much fell from a top fib line up here straight down to our bottom fib line. So again, that's why I like using these retracement lines here. Pretty much hopped in a trade right about here with a small dollar amount. Really wish I would have went heavy. We went in about just 250 bucks right here. Solid breaks through here, good rejection. Uh, should have sold right here. I wanted to just kind of wait out, see if the day went, because this was pretty early. It's still about 10 o'clock. Came down. Got a little nervous in this area, but I did, of course, you know, come rocket right back up, retest, break. And then I sold her out about up here. Had a pretty solid gain for, 250 bucks. Got it to about 1,000. You can see it just pretty much respect these fib lines um, coming back down in this area, which is pretty nice. Uh, you know, Came here at a clean break, retraced back down here, bounced, pretty solid, right back up. Yesterday's fight was pretty much in this little area over here, but again, kind of had that gap up in the morning, had that decent solid drop with the data coming out, and then we got a good bounce right here, and then a good run up. I was pretty much looking for a solid break of this right here. It did kind of break out, came back down, retested. Was a little nervous in this area right here because obviously you can see this wick down pretty good. Um, we're going to start doing some more chart candle pattern reviews, things like that. Uh, this kind of once this candle closed out, this right here kind of signaled me we're going to rise back up, including with our MACD down here. Kind of this crossed over and kind of start creeping back up. once this cross is kind of where we signaled at that we'd be okay. I was waiting to see a break here, and this area is really what I wanted to see it power through. Obviously, you can see it kind of came through, sold off, tried to bounce, got kicked back, tried to retest, got kicked back, and finally made a way back up here. Uh, broke out pretty high up here, sold off. Again, we had some good signals right here and here, especially with the MACD. Candlesticks forming around the 1 minute chart, and pretty much sold off right about here. Definitely could have held on to it for a little while longer, but at the end of the day, you got to lock profit. That's what it's about. So let's hop in over here. What we're going to be doing is, like I said, we made our trade on our cash account. So that's not futures trading. Sorry about that. What I wanted to start doing is um, basically start doing paper trading live streams. We're going to start with 25K, what you'd see on a regular account. Um, as far as that's where the kind of the goal is to get to for the channel. And then what we're going to be doing is trying to focus on building this account, making some solid trades. Let me go ahead and I actually had this set up. I got to reset this up real quick. So um, let's do this. Actually, let's reset this. I want to reset this page and reposition all this stuff. Sorry about that. I had this set up, but it looks like it deleted on me. We'll get this going here in a second. Start hopping into some trades. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Drop some comments down below. Let me know kind of what dollar amounts of accounts y'all guys are trading with. Whether it's something where y'all are trading with larger amounts of money, smaller amounts of money. I want to try to create some real aspects for you guys as far as things that would apply to more most people, because I know not everyone's got several thousands of dollars, or even tens of thousands of dollars. You see a lot of these people trade with. It's kind of like, hey, I want to make sure that when you're looking at signals and things like that, and you're also looking at what the actual amount of money you can really make um, translates to. When you have with your trades, with the amounts you're going to be doing. So you got to get this reset back up. So I do apologize about that, guys. A couple things nice too. At least you can kind of see how I get my chart set up. Um, like I said, for the EMAs, I like to do the 9, the 20, and the 200. Those are kind of the areas I like to see. Um, oops. And then we need to get. Sorry about this, guys. Like I said, let me just get this all set up real quick. Let I have this ready to go, and then we're gonna add. This would be a good idea for you guys too, that we can kind of at least see how everything's set up. I think the last thing we need to get as far as indicators is going to be the VWAP. Let's go ahead and find that guy on here as well. And just so everything looks the same, we're going to change the style up over here too. Oops. Let me get these nice bitter dash lines. All right. All right. So this is gonna be kind of how we set up, have our views. A couple things you can kind of take a look at right now, just to get an idea. Obviously, you can see our Fibonacci retracement lines right here, upper band right here, 608. Anything pretty much above that, we're really getting to the all-time highs of where we're at. Previously, we've been kind of bouncing around this whole area. Kind of zoom out right here. You can really see that we'll go to the 5 day. We've been really just hovering in this lane, all right here. I really do expect, depending on how today goes, we kind of build in this area with it being Wednesday. I'm sorry, Thursday, and then pretty much uh, Fridays typically sell off. So depending on how today closes and that news a little bit later today, we'll be watching. Um, really, what the possibilities are for this to break out here, because again, we've been just again hovering in this nice range pretty much for the last, I'd say week and a half, 2 weeks. So, um, I'm gonna start getting in here. You can see we're kind of tightening up pretty good in this area over here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove these guys because what we need is keep this up here so you can kind of see our positions, and then we need to get the options widget. Let's add that here. There we go. Feel like there's no real easy way to get this organized, which is all right, but let's just swap this, make this a little bit easier to view. All right, we're going to go to 0 to expiration. All right, guys. So, like I said, we got a little cross right here in the 1 minute. Let's go ahead and reset the chart so we can get a more zoomed in view. Um, like I said, I don't really expect to be a lot of movement in this area right now. You can see right here, it's tightening up pretty good. We got what looks like a little hammer right here, a little bigger breakout. Got some green volume down here. Obviously, with this, we really want to see what's going on here in the 1 minute. We flip to the 5. You see the 5's kind of flipped right here on the MACD. We really want to see this coming back up before we enter some calls because really want to get better confirmation on the stuff. I mean, you see the 30 minute once it crossed right here. We got a nice run up here. Crossed. Obviously you can see straight pretty much down on the 30 minute. That's from a while back yesterday. Um, but like I said, we really want to. Looks like the general trend's going to be up, but we're looking at more smaller movements to see where we're at. All right, what's up, guys? Market Alchemist here. Welcome back, Demon God Army. We're hopping in a little bit later this morning. A little playback on the TV. Sorry about that. Right. Like I said, what we really want to do is I want to kind of focus on looking at some, you know, high win rate trades. We're gonna, go a little bit slow on here. Um, again, that's what it's about. You gotta have some patience. You don't want to be, hopping straight into things. Um, kind of willy nilly, especially with options, because they can turn on you pretty quick. I know we did a live stream the other day where we were just kind of throwing up options here, throwing up options there. On the paper trade account, when we did it with, just played around with $1 million. Obviously, you can see it from the title. Watch me lose $500,000 options trading. That's how quick these things can turn on you. A couple bad trades before you know it. That's where you're at. So you're probably looking at here with this being headed downwards. We got the VWAP right here and the retracement line of the 605. So you look at the 1 minute. That's kind of flipped right there. I'd probably say let's go ahead and we got the puts right here. Um, let's go ahead and we'll do 25. Let's make sure this is all correct. 606 puts. Let's take a look here. And let's go. Oh, this is on my desktop app. That's why it's not all set up correctly. I was doing it from the web page. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, it's because we were trying to do the sell side. That's why. Oop. Sorry, guys. All right. See, now we got a nice little candle right there. We're kind of missing out. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move this. Let's make this smaller. Let's get this out of the way down here. All right. Gonna see if that order gets filled. Order entries in there. So I like typically doing from my mobile. I feel like it's just so much better as far as efficiency goes. Um, I still got that nice drop there, so it'd be a good entry, but all right. I submitted successfully. Oh, now it wants to submit. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm fumbling a little bit with the mobile version or the desktop version. So, like I said, we want to keep a quick eye on this. Like I said, obviously, um, we're kind of up right here. Without having 25,000, we can kind of unlimitedly day trade. So we're gonna want to just kind of open these up, close these out pretty quick. Reason being, because like I said, we can kind of get in and out at will, which is pretty easy for us. It just basically kind of helps us lock in profit. As you see there, we got the sell order in right there. Okay, so I need to set up the quick keys real quick. Um, so we lock that one in there. Quick 575 right there. Um, so that this is showing you the options contract, not the actual price of SPY. Um, Try to get all this organized real quick. Sorry, it's a little more of me just being picky than anything. Gonna forgive my OCD, if you will. All right, let's get scrolled up here. So you can see right here, again, coming down to that 6503 line on the puts. Had a nice big bounce right here off of the uh, 200 EMA. That's usually going to be the one. And you also got your VWAP right here, so we're going to probably wait it out a little bit as well. Little green hammer right here, potentially. Again, MACD crossed right here. So like I said, we want to kind of watch it. Um, uh, See where this goes from here. So once this crosses, this signals a little bit of a downtrend. Go pop over the 5 minute. You can see right here. Um, we're pretty well flipped right here. We still see this kind of ascending. We've got to be careful right here. This is a good area that it could easily bounce. Um, so we definitely want to just keep an eye on this for right now. All right, guys. Too. Let me know if the music's too loud or anything like that. That's going to turn down. Take a look. We got a little bounce right here. Again, so I want to kind of wait this out just to kind of see where we're headed. We got a quick little scalp on that first one. Let's see if I can see if we can get a little histories tab so we can get that going over here as well. Um, let's see quotes. Oh, it's just a quote. Sorry. Remove. Let's go click all widgets. Um, Price ladder. Let's see. Sorry, that'll be it. Same. I'll try to get the history up here in a second, guys. Sorry about that. This is what we needed before for the turbo trade. What we're going to do is we're going to just do sets of 25. So that's already preset for me. And that way what we can do is when we click the options, it'll quickly give us the availability to um, buy in. All right, so it looks like we're getting a good little push right here. Let's go ahead and let's flip to the 1 minute. So we got a little flip right here. Let me get back up here. Oops, swing this up here. Get everything in view. Let's say let's go ahead and we got a good bounce. We're about 606.40. Just take a look over here. Could get a little resistance right here. Let's go ahead and hop in some 607 calls. All right, so we're up 50 right there. Up 50, down 50. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to remove this. Just keep an eye on things. So we're trending 606.41. This closed pretty good right here, so we should see a nice little push up right here. Let's go switch to the 1 minute. See, we got a cross right here, so we got a little short-term jump or movement upwards. Probably should have entered right about here. That we could have capitalized on these two candles right here. Getting a little bit of a slow entry just because we're fumbling around with the desktop version. But we're going to get, that's why we're paper trading so that we can get a little more proficient over time. So we got that good little close right here. You should see that little push coming up right here as well. Like I said, there's that little resistance that we're hitting right about here on the 9 EMA, 606.54. Go flip over to here. And got some pretty much full green volume here, a little small red volume. Not too worried about this. We're back up to being plus 50. Go pop to the 5 minute. Just got to get a good little push over that, which I'm sure we will. Kind of like to see too, they're going to start seeing this hopefully as this red decreases here in the histogram. We want to start seeing this kind of start curling upwards, kind of signal a bigger move. I have a feeling we're probably going to make our way up here. We're up 450 right here, so let's go ahead and we're going to click to close this entry out. We're going to sell. We're going to bump this up to about 80 because it should get a little jump right here. About 76. We have about 4 more cents in movement to go. There we go. Go hop over here. Get a little, we gotta get back up here. Should push right back up right here. Getting sold off a little bit. It's got some good green volume right here. That's why, again, that quickness is important. We're up about 400. So up about 150 right here. I have our sell price set. Um, again, we're expecting this to continue to move upwards. So set it for 80 right now. We're about 74. Can always do is you can click this X right here. That's to submit it. Um, just getting some sell volume right here. So we kind of cancel that out and go back to closing the entry. Again, we're going to sell. We're up back up 50. I'm just going to keep an eye on this right here because, again, we don't want to get a candle breaks us down. Um, obviously, the point is to lock in profit. $50 is $50. Um, we need to, there, that way we can see our limit price over here. All right, so we should see this kind of catch a move back upwards. I would bounce right here. Again, clear example of why right here timing is always of the essence with the options trades. Um, kind of fumbling with keys and stuff like that. I do need to get these sell orders set up for the sell out quicker. Like you see, we're probably going to break back down here below the EMAs. You see this starting to curl back. So we're going to have a little short term coming back down. Just kind of see where it goes from here. This looks like it should be getting eaten up right there. And close on a little, what looks like a little mini inverted hammer. So we probably should be headed back up just based off the 5. And obviously decreased red histogram here. And there's a little push back up. That looks like a little hammer forming right there. We're headed back up. Like I said, again, what we're going to do is just because we're going a little wishy-washy on the price action. Let's see, it's selling right back off right there. And so you can see now we're getting a little sell-off from breaking back down from here. You can see this is going to start. Yep, there's a big sell-off we were looking at. You can see that's where it moves so quickly right there. See this curling. Depending on how much this gets eaten up right here. So we may be headed right back down. Again, that quick snipe was over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles now. We kind of missed it. But again, that's why we're working on the paper trade account to get more proficient with the desktop app. I typically trade from my mobile just because it's a little bit easier to execute trades. That's why I use my little individual cash account right there. We're doing a small account challenge right now. Um, back at it with with the individual cash account 200. I have a main account that I trade with separately. But as far as things we're going to be streaming and reviewing, cash account and the paper trading. So, yep. So it's going to touch right here. We're probably going to be headed back down to this area right here. Probably need to mitigate loss, but again, we want to kind of stick this out just to see. Should still be in a little bit of an okay spot. You see right here it flips. So what we'll do is we're going to keep this open for the move potentially back up. But what we're going to do is, where is this at? 605.66. Let's see where this closes right here. We need to kind of close back higher above this one to get some more movement up, or back up, I should say. It's kind of getting tight right here. And so they close it a little bit lower. Looks like a little doji right here. So a little resistance right here. See if we can break back up above it. Then we're back in a good spot. Keep these open. If not, if this kind of breaks down right here, we'll probably look to close this out. Mitigate some loss. Obviously, risk management's got to be a good thing, right? So we have about 20, 30 seconds left for this candle to see what happens here. See if they can get it up. Eventually, they're going to try to get it up right about here. See if we can close that 5 minute. Let's get a higher close. Push this back up here. So this is getting pretty thinned out right here. So this is where you kind of want to keep an eye on either this little cross right here is going to cross right back, and we're going to head up north pretty quickly. You can kind of see right about here when this starts happening. You pretty much go flat. You finally get a good little breakaway from this. Then all of a sudden you see us turn down and you see where the downtrend begin right there. Um, a couple little hammers right here. You know, you can see right here, curling right back up, big green volume on the next candle. Let's get back over here so we can check on this. Let's see if they can. We got some pretty low histograms here, but it looks like the green volume's good right here. Seeing if we can kind of break up above this. It's about 11:15, 11:16. Um, you got to keep an eye out for the time frame. We're going to have the um, tariff announcements a little bit later today. We definitely don't want to be risking positions during that announcement. We kind of see it announced, see where it goes from there. We should get a nice break above this right here. Let's see if the buyers can step in. You can see here, we're doing pretty good. We got some green, and then we got a nice little red volume selling off a little bit right here, keeping it flat pretty much. Like I said, it's getting pretty tight in here. I said, for most people, what you can do, one of two things, um, especially if you have the ability to, have that 25,000, you have a day trade available, or for example, you're in a cash account. Um, right here, we're down about 12%. Whether this is going to continue to rise or continue to fall, we got to look at risk management. 10, 15% up, 10% down is typically my threshold. Obviously with this, we don't want to cut it too fast just based off of what we're seeing. But I would definitely recommend, 10, 15% risk management, depending on what you're comfortable with. Obviously, it's all going to be based off your individual preferences. But yeah, I would definitely say, if the signals are pointing down, things aren't looking good. So we finally got that push here. Again, just kind of had to wait it out a few candles, make sure this doesn't get sold off. Um, you want to, you definitely want to try to mitigate this portion right here, um, and then just reposition accordingly. Wait till you see something a little bit better to re-enter. Uh, that's always going to be the best practice, just so that you don't, you know, hop in a trade, start down, and then you're on the hopium system of, I hope it's going to go back up. I hope it's going to. You never want to get in that trend just because of the fact that you want to try to do your best to. Oop, I just messed up my fib lines a little bit. Um, no, it's nowhere good. And you want to make sure that you know you do your best to try to trade the signals you see. Um, you know, use the best information you have at hand to try to predict where it's going to move. That's all we can really do. If you start hoping and wishing, and at that point, we're gambling. I mean, we never want to do that. Let's see how we go here. Looks like they kind of got a break above there, sold off a little bit. You can see we're right back to being down 350. Again, these little movements here make a big impact, especially when we're kind of flat. It kills the IV of the contracts. Um, you see we got a break above and we sold it right off. That's why we talked about, mitigating that risk. So we go from being, fairly good. We're only down about back down 100, and then immediately that's a $400 swing in that 1 minute candle. Again, they're kind of keeping this pretty flat right now. Let's go pop over here. And like I said, the five, we're still kind of in a what would be considered a down movement. But again, I'm kind of waiting this out just for the fact that we got our fib line here, we got our VWAP right here. All of our EMAs are kind of curled up together, intertwined. Especially when it's between here and here. Um, you can see it's kind of it's going to bounce. Um, it's really just trying to determine a direction. Um, in my opinion, it's going to break to the upside, uh, just based off of having some supports here. At just this point, you can kind of see not much volume. And spiders like to make some upward movements on some low volume, but equally does the same thing on the downside too. You can see really big high and low swings on these low volume uh, areas. And see, we kind of next candle kind of close. This is a good little signal. We're moving back up, but again, just gonna kind of break out this little range right here, pretty much. And you see there, the wick kind of touched that same area, 606.40. Again, kind of low right here, 606.05. So we're kind of in a 40 cent range, bouncing around. We can kind of break out right here above this, get another candle up here. Then we'll kind of look to close out pretty quickly. You see this kind of curled back up. We got a little green histogram here. And this is trying to break back through. Again, this is a nice little flat area. As you can see, pretty much flat. There's a break. There we go. Let's see if we can keep it going. We got about 2 seconds. This candle will close out. See if we open up right here. So there he goes. Yep, there you go. Like I said, we get another 2, 3 green candles. That's when we'll close this out. We should be up a couple $100 at that point. Um, and you see here too, trying to close this 5 minute out up above this area would definitely help this continuation of the move upwards. Again, we're just kind of still in the MACD on the 5. 30 minutes obviously well above it. Still doing pretty good on the green here. We just need some volume to get some good movement. Big thing I want to point out too is you can see we're at 70 right here for the contract price. Obviously we're still down a little bit. Um, but you notice we're basically back to break even though we purchased in this area. Being because it was going so it's all about the movements, right? More volatility, quicker the contract prices move. Um, if we're sitting flat, we're getting crushed by theta, we're getting crushed um, by that time decay, and just kind of, that's why we need some movements. Well, a lot of times if we're flat, you really want to kind of avoid hopping in plays, even though it may slow grind up, that real flat movement, these constant, you know, battles between this 20, 30 cent range is never good. I think what we're going to go ahead and do right here, back at 74 up 150, we're just going to go ahead and knock this out. Um, I'm going to just close that right there. Perfect. Again, it's 150 bucks, 250 bucks. But when we're making these smaller day trades like this, in two trades, we're at 725. Um, for most folks, that is a good chunk of change. I mean, that's just two trades for today so far. It's only 11:20, and we definitely have quite a bit of time. Um, let's back up here. Try to get this. I'm going to full screen this for you guys. There we go. All right, absolutely. Like I said, dude, it's important that we do close these things out. Just take our money and run. Obviously, you can see it's coming breaking back down right here. Um, let's go ahead and keep an eye on this. Like I said, again, we're kind of in a no man's land right here. Let's see what we can snipe here next. What we really want to see is this kind of start coming back up. I want to see him, make a nice run right here. But again, I think we're kind of going to be, trailing till we get that news. A lot of chatter of some volatility happen around then. But again, we want to just sell what we can see, not see what we can sell. Once this kind of gets a little more curling back up, we should be in a good spot. Doing pretty good here. As you can see, we're selling off, but they're buying it back up. Um, so it kind of looks like we definitely have some buyers in control right now. So just got some better green volume right here. Let's see, we're at 606.53. One thing I do like to do, I'd rather go here 606. That way, if we get a little price drop, we're not getting the impact as much from these 607s. But then we're going to do here. Let's take a look at this real quick. And we're going to see, let's go ahead and do a quick 607 snipe right here. Let's see. This is me fumbling with the. I just closed it out by. Here, let's do this too. I want to get. I want to get this right here so that we can see. Y'all can see the trades. Let's edit this real quick. Wanted to get it to where I can have it displayed for you guys. Let's get this. Get these orders. Turn on. We get through this. I want y'all to be able to see. See, we close this one out for break even. Or oh no, what was that one? Yeah, see, we sold this for break even. It's not like we sold it anyways because you can see here we're getting that nice rejection down here. Um, I'm trying to get this last part. Y'all can see the how it display the values. Um, the dollar amounts we made on each trade. Just don't see it on here. Yeah, multi-TIF. Oh, sorry. Um, yeah, that way I can see kind of have here what we traded, what we didn't trade. Looks like it sold off pretty decent right here. You see it's coming back right here. Showing some pretty good buyback right here. A lot of times we'll see this sell off with a little bit of a little mini liquidity grab, right? And then it just kind of gets pushed right back up. But what we want to see, you can see this kind of breaking back to separation. Really do want to see maybe forming a little hammer right here. Um, we do that, we'll open up in a call position. Really push this back up pretty good here. Let's do this. Let me go ahead. So I really want to focus on trading, stop messing with these widgets, but 606. Let's click this. So it just keeps open up the order entry. Yeah, let's do this. So these are interconnected right here. See if I have that right. Let's see what pop up here. Just place an options order and a symbol selected. And let's go ahead and hop in these real quick. So I'm like having hop through all these little windows. I might just switch over to out of the desktop version, switch over to the web version. So I have all my stuff set up there. So all right. Let's see, we have a bounce right here. Yep, looks like it's bouncing off that. Really want to see this start crossing right here. It's getting to that point. Um, Obviously, we see this right here. Got this nice big volume green candle right here. So I want to kind of hop in real quick, see if we can quick snipe this real fast. A little green hammer right there. You see a little price spike right here up to the 70s. Or mini inverted red hammer right there is usually a good sign. See if we get that nice push upwards. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't know where that's at. Just focus on this. Let's go ahead and oh, got the green line there. Gap back down right here. See if we can push this back up, which it should. I'm going to go ahead and close it out at 77. Let's just go ahead and See, that's a good break up there. Let's just selling right back off. We should get bought right back up right here. Looking pretty good. Got about 50 seconds left right here. A little mini inverted red hammer on the 5. Well, it's a little bit hard, so it's push this right back up. Get that right. I feel like the chart's all cluttered up. All right, 74, about 3 cents, a couple more dollar, and I'm a couple dollars, a couple um more pennies up here. Get about 606.65, and that should sell off. Should a good movement up right here. I'm gonna lock in this trade right here. Let's see, we're back here to being kind of flat again. Let's see if they can close this back above that previous candle. It should be good. Kind of fighting back and forth there. Again, we're starting to see this kind of descend right here. I should start seeing some good movement up here. Potentially. Oh, maybe this gap is down right here, so I'm kind of stuck right here in between the EMA 9 and 20. Looks like they pushed it back down right there. Let me see right here, we cross. We might have a little bit of downward movement right here. And we get one decent sized green candle, push this right back up. Again, we're kind of fighting right here just for quick snipes. We're kind of riding a break even line right there on the MACD. Let's get a little candle right there. Like I said, we're just really lacking on that volume. Really wanted to see this hammer play out to the upside right here. Like I said, we had a nice big green volume, followed by some low sell volume right here. Yeah, we're getting pushed down real quick. There's just nothing going on. Watch them eat this right back up right here. We should get push close above that previous candle right here would be a good signal. It should help us get out of this last one real quick. Uh, Add some little money to the pile here. 10 seconds. This candle closes. Looking good so far. This can close up above this little line right here. We'll probably end up right about here. We brought it back down. Oh, there we go. We still have this set to 77, which it should push. Ooh, there we go. It should push through right there. 76. So it will trigger. We got right there. We're at 76. A little bit more of a push, and we should be good. It's kind of, oh, there he goes. Order sold. Lock that one in. It's P&L now. We're at 925. Like I said, see the 1 minute right here. Again, one green candle. You see it kind of right here. Flip this back up. Probably do expect us to sell right back off, to be honest. Five starting to get a little bit tighter, so they're really trying to edge this up here without letting us get to the downside. As you can see, we're just pretty much all flat, sniping in between candles. If it does get up here and we got one or two things, it is going to kind of come up and tap, and we're going to fall right back here and just, be right back in that zone. Or they're going to get it up here, break this, retest it, and it's just going to take off. And you're going to have everyone in the chat screaming all-time highs. It's usually how it goes. And making a little bit of a high of the day right here. If I'm not mistaken. Just reset this. It should be a high of the day. Yeah, well, not quite. Uh, we're getting there though. Had about right up here, 607.47. That's a good push right there. We could have held on to our puts a little bit longer. I mean, our calls, I'm sorry. But, as you can see here, we're sniping, bought it for 73, sold it for 77. We're kind of getting in and out. Another good green candle right there. You can see here, like I said, we're starting to curl right here. Still be a little cautious though, just because where we're at, we're just kind of stuck in no man's land in this little Fibonacci line between your top and here and right here. You got your VWAP down here at 605.65 or 605.71, sorry. We're fighting the EMAs of the 9 and the 20 right here. This little dragonfly doji right there. Looking like it. A little bit thicker, but kind of get a good movement away on the 1 minute. Let's go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to hit here on some 607s on the put side. Let's see how this candle plays out. Let's go ahead and hop into that. I feel like it's so laggy from the time you buy it, by the time it pops up in here. That's why I like using the mobile. It's just instantaneous. You can see where it's all at. Did we cancel it or no? We did cancel it. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm saying this fumbling in here is what's costing us right here a little bit. Let's see, we're fumbling back. We should have gotten in right about one or about $1, about 99 for in here fumbling. Still should see this. I bet you it coming down right about here. I think what we need to do is we're messing with these widgets too much. Change this limit price right here. Kind of got bought back up right here. I want to see this next candle open up. Break this down a little bit lower. Get a little break below this 20 MA, and then we'll should be able to close it out. So set this to we're up 400 there. Should be working to sell that. I mean, we're up quite a bit. There it goes. Like I said, this lag is real. All right, so we sniped that one there. Fumbled with a little bit. Obviously, getting through this desktop version is costing us a little bit, but it's all right. Should have entered about 101. Got about 106. Closed out real quick. 114. Broke below here. Probably gonna pop up right here. This is crossing back down. Could see a little more further downside. Let's check this out real quick. Can I get this over here? Fidgeting in this too much. And we can see all this. Kind of touched the 9, fell off there. Cat's coming to say hello. She's bored. She wants all the attention. All right, so the 1, see, kind of cross there. Let's see, we're looking at the 5. Still kind of sitting right here. Let's say we're just joining us. I appreciate y'all coming out. We're doing some live paper trading with the day trade amount of 25,000. We're starting off today. We're gonna pretty much run this account up every day. Just make a few trades, kind of hopping in and out. Again, the good thing is too, a lot of these buys I'm doing, um, you can kind of see I'm buying a little more money here, about $5,000 worth of contract price or so. Um, we'll see these better trades. It's a good break right here. Let's go ahead and 200s at 606. Uh, let's go and take this real quick and do a little more riskier play. What's that? 83. I'll go and put this order in real quick. Let's see if this plays out to go down here to the 200 just after that break there. Seeing the big spike right here. We'll get this ready to go. Let's get that wick down here below. Really want to see this kind of get a rejection down here and then make its way down to the volume weighted average price. VWAP. See if they break this back upwards. Really what we want to see is just a nice little break below down here. Give us a quick, the gap is down a little bit on this candle. Let's see if this actually sells off, which it should. I'm starting to get some sell volume here. We're kind of on the 5, we're starting to get stuck in between here. See if we make a little lower on the 5 right here, the 606 under 606.40. So what we want to do though is we want to make sure that we are ready to pull the trigger here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set this to set it to 88. So we're already there almost. Let's go 90. We get a good little spike down. We should get there. Yep, it's already there right now. So 92. This will sell off and lock it in. We already got that set up, so that's why I don't have the finger on the trigger. Yeah, seeing a good sell off right there. Left a little bit on the table, but again, we're sniping, getting in and out. Um, I'd rather do this, wait this out, do this over and over again versus and lock in the profits versus sit and let it play out because it's easily drop down. We don't have our finger on the trigger, hits here, bounces, and then we're right back out of the money. Let me see here. See if it bounces off here. If not, we'll probably reopen 606 just because it's going to be dropping probably to the volume weighted average or the view out. We'll kind of set this up here. Let's go ahead and we'll take that trade again real quick. Oops. Yeah, we'll be right back. Make sure we got our finger on the trigger. I want this to sell off right when it gets to VWAP, just in case it bounces. A little bit more to go. Oh, got my order set at 121. Might have set that a little too high. There's your bounce right there. Yeah, so it came down here, touched and bounced, and I was at 120. And there it goes back right there. Yeah, see, that's why you want to make sure you just have it set to market. Yeah, I got that bounce back up. Now I might get clapped here a little bit. I should sell right back off though. Let's go ahead and get this back off here. Yeah, see, we got that good drop, bounce off the VWAP. That's why we want to have it set up to pull a trigger. Let me see, we got that nice bounce right here. Again, I set it to sell at 121, and it got to 120. Got a little greedy there. Now we're paying for it. Usually always gets a good bounce off of this right here. So you can see up a couple $100. Now we're giving up there 550. We should still be okay though. Flip to the 5. You can see here, 5 closed down pretty good. We'll make a run back down here. You gotta be ready when it does. Yeah, back up 11. We're back up here 12, 14. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna flip this to market so we stop messing with it. We can just pull the trigger on it. Let's go ahead and knock that out right there. 118, 120. Well, we still would have filled our 120 order or 121 order. There we go. Lock that in there. We're up to 2175. You can see here, bought 109, sold 119. Uh, again, we want to snipe that because I guarantee you almost that this is going to bounce right back up. Kind of zoom back out right here again. You're at the VWAP and you got a 605. If this breaks right here, definitely we'll see. We'll go to the daily. Um, Zoom this over here. Again, this breaks down right here. We'll probably make a bigger move into this area and then come back up, retest this. We'll kind of see where we go from there. I'm gonna grab some water, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Right, I got back now. Appreciate you guys. I think we should be good now. My bad. I thought that music going this whole time, y'all. All right, there we go. Should have the mic back working and the music going. I think we should be good now. My bad. I thought the music going this whole time, y'all. That's that amateur hour stuff. All right, y'all. Let's hop back into it. Let's take a look where we're at. Again, using the MACD here on my EMAs. Get a little move down right here. We're sitting kind of in between these areas right here. Kind of want to maybe see unfold where this goes. Again, let's hop back over to the 5. Again, we're sitting right back here. Could see a pretty heavy move down here to 605.30, that fib line right there. But kind of see how this plays out. Let's just take a look. I mean, you see the 5 try to make a run up right here. MACD is still pointing the direction downwards. The 1's still there. 30 minutes still pretty good. We are curling, so it does kind of lead me to believe we're gonna have some further downside right here. I mean, as you can see, we just got this nice big. I mean, this is looking pretty good. And you draw whatever lines people like, but and kind of visually see it right here. Got a little line here, a little line here, little pendant forming. You got your flag pole, so to speak, right? And your little flag here. Kind of see if this is one of those where it breaks out or it breaks down. Kind of use all these other items here. Obviously, bouncing off of VWAP pretty good there. Same thing here, bounce off of VWAP. Again, same thing here as well. And again, we got some good support here, and then at the next fib line, let me see. We're kind of in the majority of the red volume right here. right, let's see. Excuse me. Just kind of see where this plays out, see where it goes. Excuse me. Damn, excuse me. All right, got that 1 minute curling back up. Gonna get a break back up right here. Let's get the 5. I get a good little rejection off this area right here. Like I said, we're gonna kind of have a little crunch area right here. Should see a nice move either, or I say a larger move, if you will, either to the downside or bounce back up. Um, Let me see here. We're starting here, selling off. A little mini hammer right here, but still inverted hammer. It's green, which means it's up here and it was selling off. Again, kind of indecision candle right here. Sold down but bought up. Let's say we take this to the upside though. It should break through here. Where we at? Uh, let's do this. That's what I wanted to see right there. Get the price point nice and big and displayed right here. Come on, messing with this too long. All right, let's go ahead and let's hop in 606. We're gonna go snag some 606 calls right here. We should get a good little pop right here. Hopefully, the order gets filled. Oh, there's the pop we were talking about. I don't know if we got. I think we're gonna get filled right here. This takes forever to load in right here. Yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and close an order entry. I'm gonna go back here, go to market. Oh, I think we only bought 10. And let's do this. We should get a good continuation here. We're gonna go back and we're gonna buy. Supposed to buy 50. We only bought 10. Gotta edit my settings in there. We'll do that after this trade right now. We got our 60. We're gonna go back. We're gonna set this to market. Up about 100. I'll let this next couple candles play out. 1 or 2 candles. See where we're at. Should get a little push up above right here. Nice big green volume right here. And we're trying to make our way back up right here on the 5. Good little close right here. Kind of stuck right here. Literally just sitting at the 606.21. Everyone's buying and selling, fighting each other right there. Should see a nice little pop right here. Well, there's a breakdown right there. Anticipated this getting pushed up right here. That's a good break right there. Looks like we're on the opposite end of that move. We really were expecting to push the upside with this right here. Not too worried. We'll just sit this one out. I got a good little break finally right here. Got sold off a little bit. Guarantee this gets bought right back up almost. Yeah, we're pretty much again just breaking even right here as far as the price movement. Yeah, they bought this one up pretty good. See if they can close this next 1 minute candle up above right here. If they closes out a little red inverted hammer, that'd be good. Be headed back north. Looks like they're selling this thing off pretty good right here. Let me get this back up here. Yeah, it's about 12:17 Central Time if you're just tuning in. Appreciate you coming out. We're doing a little paper trading adventures with the $25,000 minimum day trade amount. Again, we're just kind of doing entries, exits, just trying to do snipe plays, build this account up over time. You see, we have our little individual cash account up here. Doing a small account challenge, trying to run that up there. And then, of course, I have my main account, which I trade on privately, but for educational, demonstrational purposes only. This isn't financial advice. We're going to be just demonstrating how we enter and exit, kind of show where our methods are live. That way you can try to formulate your own opinions, try out your own strategies. Again, I like using paper trading just because obviously a good practice with my cash account. We're not quite there. Or I'm sorry, my main account, we're not quite there. And then with the cash account, we're doing the small account challenge. So just making the cash account one trade a day. We hit for 600 on that one this morning. Oof. That's a big red candle right there. Probably just got some news that just dropped right there to imagine. Again, oh, that's the tariff. No, I should have paid attention to that. That's my fault. Let's pop over here, see what's going on. Almost guarantee that's the tariff news dropping. That sent that thing straight down. Should get bought right back up, but that's one of the things you want to be wary of. We should have been in position for that. We've been seeing these candles like this recently. I think we had 3 videos that I've posted live trades for shorts where we see these big red candles like this. But we're about to bounce off here. See if this sticks right here. If this next candle closes above this, we'll reposition, add more calls right here. Let's do this. We're going to go back in here. Let's go ahead and double our position right here. That was a good repositioning right here. I mean, we're pretty much right back into it. You can see those big drops like that. They've been getting eaten up like crazy lately. Flip this back to market. We're still down about 8 or 600 right now, but with that reposition, we're gonna. I mean, it's just crazy. We get these massive drops right here, and they get bought right back up. Been seeing it the last 2 weeks. This is when I talk about those momentum trades. Had we been positioned correctly right here, caught that big drop, and you just swap immediately, buy these calls right here. We're already in position to calls, just double down, nothing to get too worked up about. Candle's about to close out. We'll probably see this nice big green push right back up again on the next one. We're back up 340. Yeah. Now what we'll do is we're gonna let this play out, see if it pushes right over here, that EMA 200. And you see right here that 1 minute MACD is already curling back up. Everything else is looking pretty good. Let's see this get bought back up right here. Back above VWAP, bouncing off EMAs. Call it what you want here. It's one of those things. Either a lot of these liquidity grabs we've been seeing where they just rapid drop and just get eaten right back up. Let's see if they bounce this right here. They sell this right back off. It's looking like a sell-off. Oh no, actually it's a little inverted red hammer right there. That's so good. Once we kind of close out a candle up in this area, we're gonna be right back up here. Like I said, price one's gonna fluctuate pretty quickly. We got half of our position up here before this drop. We redouble down on this dip right here. That way we'll make up that price difference on the rise up. So we'd be break even on the first set and then obviously in the profit on the second. When it pushes back up in this area, we should see another green candle come up in this area right here. It'll kind of be in the profit zone. We already got it set right here to sell. Like I said, we're sniping right now. There's a big candle right there. We're up 1,000. We're gonna go ahead and just place that bid there. Close it right there. We're up 2,600. So like I see, we could have waited a little bit longer. I have it set to market just so it sells off a little bit quicker. But we bought that second set right here at 84, closed it out right here at 103. That first position we were at 115. Um, so we took a little bit of a loss between here and here. But obviously overall the trade's going to be positive, with right here being um, the big jump right there. So I just want to close it out, get out of those. What we're going to do is we're going to go back in right here. We're going to take some 607 notes right here. Wait this candle out and see if it gets bought back up. If not, give this a second. That's going to hit that right there. We got a cross right here. Let's look at the 5. We're starting to get this tighten up right here. Obviously the 30 is still good, so all right, get that good push right there, 300. Let's just switch this to the limit. There we go, right there. Put this at 70. Oh, let's get. I should get bought right back up here. It's 64. So we have about 6 more cents in the contracts go for the closeout. See this get bought up right here. I got a little sell off in this area right here off that big push, but I'm gonna reposition this right here. That'll be a little bit bigger push right there. Selling off a little bit, we should go, but we just want to make sure that we're repositioned. It could close back up over here. Waiting this out a little bit. We should probably lock in some profits here, up 10%, a little bit over 10%. Should get a nice push right here, though. It's trying. It's getting up there and getting sold right back off. Let's go ahead and there's that there. Let's see if we can get this. Let's put this at 65. Place that there. We should be good to go. Open this up a little bit lower. I think the 1 minute MACD is up pretty good right here. Oh, I just sold it off right here. See, we're getting kind of stuck in this little area right here. We should be all right. Still looking pretty good. This next little pop right here, I think we're going to go ahead and sell this off. There it is. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. Let's see, we're trying to enter in that trade and just taking too long. As soon as it gets our strike at 64, it's coming right back down. Yeah, see, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here now, so I want to kind of cut this, take our 100 and run, but it's an inverted hammer right here. I should get a move back up right here, but again, we're just trying to focus on practicing locking profits. Again, we don't need some big winners or anything like that. We're really just focusing on locking in the funds. Now we're getting some kind of choppiness right here. It's going to start killing our contract price. We start getting a dip here, we're going to start seeing this contract price go negative. But we're really thinking this is going to continue to rise up right here. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and let this last candle play out. Open, close back up above there. See this next candle heads, and it's getting sold right back off. We don't like to see this open lower. Should we take a look here? Well, it closed pretty good. It's just finally starting to curl up right here, getting closer again. Like I said, we just don't want to get shook out too early, but again, we want to make sure we lock profits because this right here is what we don't want to see. Easily get a big candle breaking back down here. It's not something that we want to happen. Still looking pretty good here, though. So we're still getting green candles. Tighten it up right here. And as you can see, like I said, we got that little candle down here. Now we're back to being down 100. Like I said, really didn't like what I saw right here. I should just cut that for a couple hundred. But everything's still kind of hanging on. This is starting to go back down, so these low volume candles are killing me. Really need to see this get bought back up. Get it closed back up here. Almost 1 minute. Kind of what we're seeing right here. See a little flat, so we're gonna have a bigger move coming here in a minute. What we don't want to happen is get broken down here again. I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is, like I said, we don't like what we see. Gotta get a little pump back up there. Let's go ahead and just get this out of the way. Place it at 58. And again, we're about to be off on our strike price again for a sell order. One more price bump there. Get right above here, we'll be okay. It's $200 profit, $200 profit. I don't like what I see. Again, I'd rather not risk my position. Still looks good for moving up, but again, the name of the game is taking profit, so I don't want to be messing around with this, especially if I don't like what I see. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna take a quick look, see what time that tariff news is supposed to be dropping. I believe it should be 1 o'clock-ish time frame. Let's try to get that push back up right here. Again, we hopped out the trade again, and we're slow grinding the account right now. Up 28.45 today. I don't think we've missed a single trade or lost in a single trade. Um, again, that's the name of the game. I want to make sure that that with the amount we're trading with right now, we're over that $25,000 limit. So we're just practicing what we do on a daily basis, just constantly scalping trades all day. Probably gonna see a nice push up right here. Looks like he's going to be announcing them later today or tomorrow. I think that's not till after market close, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure what it looks like right there. But you never know. It's going to be knowing what's going on in the market, especially with the volatility that's there. Let's go ahead. We're going to hop into some 607 calls right here. Let's see. Yeah, I think the 5's going to cross on the MACD on the 5 minutes. Let's go and hop into this. I'm going to do a larger order right here. Let's see, this candle's about to close out, so let's go ahead and I'll get this in right here. Close it out pretty quickly on this next pump right here. I don't know if my order fills. There it is. Like I said, we're already up pretty quick. There it is. Close order entry. And there it is right there. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to take this momentum, close it out right here. I think we hit it for 72. Yep, there it is, 72 right there. Trigger, there it is right there, 72. Trigger that sell. Yep, there you go, there. Just like that, 30, not even 30 seconds, $1,000. Again, we want to find that big swing right there. A pretty solid trade right there. This is what we're really looking at. Again, right here, by about 0.62. Again, that's a little bit more than a 10% gain right there. I got 8, 9 cents, so almost 12, 15% gain. See what happens with this. See, this comes right back down. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to hop in. 607 is going to break. They're about to start pumping this right here to the MACD's crossing the 5. Yeah, it did. Let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to hop in here. Ooh. There's that big candle sell off again for that liquidity grab. It's 3-2. Let's see where this next candle ends. Let's go. Actually, we're going to pop right here. I don't think they're buying this one up this time. Ooh. Maybe just cross back there. Let's take a look quick before we buy this on the 1 minute. Yeah, I don't think they're buying that one up this time. Took a little bit lower position than usual. So let's, oh, come on. Put that sell at 69. Yeah, we get the drop right back down here. I might have just got greedy and set it too high, but I should sell this right back off down here. 66. Yep, 64. It's getting bought up pretty aggressively, though. I should sell back off. Actually, let's go ahead and just reposition this because we're already up pretty good. No point in getting greedy. Let's see. It's going to start right there. There you go. Okay. Let's place this at 60. Take that money and run. 650 is better than nothing. Let's close right there. Like I said, quick candle snipe. Knocking down another 600 or so. Again, entry right here, 0.49. Close at 60. Again, that's going to be about a 20% gain, just like that. Then we're gonna go right back in here on some 605s. We're gonna hit this for 100. I think it's gonna break back down right here pretty quickly. It's gonna go pretty bad south pretty quickly right here. It's got all the sell volume. It's got a good bounce right here, but I don't know why it takes so long to hop in that order entry for him. Gets smoked real quick on that order entry. Ooh. It's a good price action, but breaking to the wrong side, baby. So really should be breaking down back here. It's not really. Cat's coming to trade too. So let me know the action. Yeah, so just fumbling, taking way too long to get these orders in right here. Nice good move right here. Still think this gets sold right back off down here. So that's what I'm saying. One trade, one heavier trade right here. Below your account up for the profits for the day. Doesn't make much sense. Next candle should be closing right. Yeah, see. Making a sell off right back here. Make another run right back down. Pretty strong move back up. You know, a little bit up. Let's go flip to the 5. That's a nice move down right here. Curling right back underneath here. I'm gonna stick this out. We're down quite a bit. So that entry was just horrible. We got such a quick bounce back up, and then of course this big green candle right here. Took too long for us to get our order in and then try to resell it. Um, but that's my fault. Trying to fumble with it, trying to get in and out of the trade on the desktop quick. Pop this back up here real quick. Change something out on my laptop. Bring that down here. All right, we're back in business. Sorry about that. All right, you can see right here, got a good little push back up. Still gonna hold this right here. Um, like I said, we got a good dip right here. Man, I thought I was gonna hit right here and continue to break that. We already had an attempt once right here. So 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce right here. Um, should see this come right back down. If not, we're going to be clapped pretty hard right here with this strong movement. You see right here, we just gave up all our profits for the day. One bad trade can really do you in. Like I said, we were trying to hop on that quickly and just fumbled the entry. But kind of based off what we're seeing here, we got this nice big wick down. That's what we're trying to capitalize on with the break right here. Didn't turn out like we liked, but still got some sell off right here. We still got a little cross right here. Should curl back down. Just let this play out for a little bit. It's a good strong move back up right there off of VWAP though. And a good little break. I said typically I would probably cut this on a normal basis, but like I said, I don't see this really pushing back up. It's got a good strong move right here. And a good movement down here, but again, I got a little quick on my entry right here. Should have waited for some confirmation on this next one. Um, but with this being the third attempt down here, I figured this would break right here. Back to the downside. And again, you can see we got pretty much $2 jump in that quick window. This is minute candles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes that have been a good call play. But again, I was trying to position for this drop right here. Ordering it filled and it came right back up too fast, filled it, and then rose up right there. That's that 5-minute close. Let's see where this next 5-minute candle goes. I think what we're going to do Got a good bounce off the 9 EMA right there. Don't typically advise this. Again, this is we're doing paper trading, so this is going to be just for simulated holdings. This is not a position I would typically re-up on in my main accounts, but just again, we're testing out signals. I want to see this curl back down. Again, had some support here. It broke down. Third attempt right here. And we're going to see it. Again, try out these trading strategies here rather than with their own money. See if these work out. See if we should get a breakdown in here. Go hop over to the 5 real quick. So really what we're looking for is for this to close back down below here on the 5 minutes. So we get some continuation. We got all your EMAs kind of holding us up on the 5 right here. We got a crossed right here, which usually would signal upwards, but I think we're going to sell right back off. We just got to get back through here. We might come down, bounce one more time, retest the VWAP, and head downwards. But again, this is what we're testing out here. Obviously, gave up our profits for the day right here, which is pretty frustrating. One trade blows up account. We're at about about $4,000, 4,500. There's that break we were looking for. Again, that's why I want to double down our position. Bouncing off the 200 right there. We want to see if it continues to drop, which it should. We got a little 1 minute cross right here. 5, yep, 5's crossing back right here as well. We want to see this kind of engulf. Not quite up here, but I want to see this kind of break that and close down here in this area. There we go. Got a good pushback down right there. Let's get this in our order entry. What we want to do. You can see here pretty quickly. It's getting eaten back up. Bounced right here off of VWAP, so it got down pretty low. Let's see it go down there, retest, and break it. It's on the 1 minute, so if we get that big move like we're expecting right here, we'll be right back in the profit margins. We'll be back at break even on their other ones, just kind of like the trade we did earlier. And then as well, we'll be in the profit zone on those second round of entries we opened up. And this is getting bought right back up and sold off. We should see this sell off right here. Again, it's a good bounce off of VWAP, but see if we can go retest it and break back down further. It's getting bought up pretty good right here, though. Kind of break even right here. It's kind of crossing back. I mean, a good push down on the MACD. She's getting bought back up. I'm going to see this 5 minute close down here. And close back below the EMAs and close below this previous candle. Previous candle's opening. Sorry. I gapped it up right here. This may just push right back up. Yeah. Right back here. They're really buying that right back up here, huh? You can see they're buying it up. It's getting sold off pretty good, and pretty much all through here. So they gapped it up again, closed it above the previous high. Nice little Red Dragonfly Doji, if I'm not mistaken. Might be taking our first L a day on this trade right here, guys. But we'll see. Oh yeah. Hey, shout out Jeffrey. If y'all still watch right now, go check out my man right there, Jeffrey Ali. Amazing content, infectious laugh. Definitely a good stream to go check out. I believe he streams every day, 8 p.m. ish. I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, definitely good dude. Go check out his content. We're trying to run it up this year on the YouTube game, baby. There we go. We got that big candle in the 1 minute. A good close below here. See a nice big candle back down here to the 200 on the 1 minute. Unless this gets bought back up, we should see a nice little push back down here. Got a little cross right here on the MACD. So kind of fighting it out. It's trying to go green right here. We're going to see where this plays out. Like I said, big heavy fight on these three candles right here. Big drop and bought up. Same thing right here. Pretty good move right here. I said we got that good bounce right here. Looks like again, poor entry right here is why it cost us where we're at. Yeah, they're running this thing. Oof. Yeah, they're running this thing up right here. We are pretty heavy in this right now as far as our position, but one thing I will say is we're kind of up in a no man's land area. Um, high is about 50 cents away for the day. Um, but again, usually we kind of get up in these areas, we can sell off pretty quickly again. See both times right here. Yes, kitty. Kitty's like, sell it, you suck. And they're going to push this back up right here. Yeah, MACD's flipped probably on the 1 and probably on the 5 too. Yep. It looks like they're probably going to go head this up to that attack line up there at the 608. Let's do this. We're going to get in here. Yeah, looks like we're gonna go ahead and take our first L of the day right here on this one. We want to close this out before this gets any more heavy of a loss. Clearly showing that strength to the upside, so we might as well go ahead and get out of that. Obviously, we got in here. Like I said, this is going to keep pushing to the upside right here. 5 minute flip, 1 minute's already up, anyways, on the MACD. So they're going to try to send this up here to that 608 area. So, again, poor entry, poor exit right here. Last trade was an F minus, blew a whole days of trading. Again, it's kind of right too. You want to see about not going in heavy on certain trades, things like that. So, actually, let's do this. Let me get in here some more. So what we'll do is we'll just capitalize on this little momentum move right here. And we'll use our little Fibonacci retracement line exit strategy. So when we hit this line up here, then we'll pop out. You can see a big green volume right here. We're going to get that good move up here. 1 minute's through the roof. They already broke it on the 5. 30's been up all day. Going straight back up right there. It's kind of all the signs point to us needing to get out of that other trade, which we did, took our L, but going pretty heavy right here on this play, just because we got all the right signals. Kind of sit, wait this out, kind of getting back down here to the 9 EMA. Should see a good bounce right back up right here. Again, that's one of the reasons why, again, we're testing out the strategy right here, going in crazy heavy. We get the 5 minute flip right here, and we're headed, uh, get a good cross right here in the MACD. Trying to make sure that it signals it heads up. Looking pretty good right now. And obviously, 30 minutes been a good little trend upward most of the day. Getting crazy. Horrible entry, horrible exit on this. Went in big without confirmation. Got a crazy good bounce right there. But I should be able to make it back up on this trade right here. Again, we don't want to be chasing break evens, right? There's that push right there. But again, we're back up right here. What we're going to want to do is, again, we're starting to creep up right here. What I really want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to lock this in on this next candle. Let this kind of play out right here. Again, we were up 85 to 11,000. Here, let's go ahead and we're going to put this to 50. Lock that in. Again, that'll put us probably about $12,000 of profit. Again, that's where this is what we were looking at on that other trade for the drop right there. Of course, we couldn't get our entry and exit quite good. Make sure this doesn't sell off right here. Should get bought right back up. Just given that big green volume right here. I want to give that back up. Keep pushing right here, which it should be good. Again, we set this sell price to 50. Back green for the day. Really should have locked that up at 49, especially if this comes right back down, but should be fine though. I'll go look at the 5. Yeah, we're just having a little bit of retracement. Got about 8, 7 seconds. See if this gets bought up right before the end. And they got this back up. Yep. Nope. Like I said, we're right here on that line, so we really got to be careful. We get up here, get a big rejection. That's definitely not what we want to happen, especially when we're up this much. Back positive for the day. Let's go ahead and reposition our exit strategy. And we're at 46 right here. Let's go ahead, 48. And let's go ahead and lock it in at, oh, there it is at the 50. There's that big break we were looking for. 56. Let's go ahead and lock that in right there. Put it at 51, but it's going to sell it at the whatever the market is above it. All right, there you go, guys. Back up that one trade. About a $20,000 swing. Now we're up 11,000 for the day. These are the kind of things we want to make sure that, again, horrible play right here. Should have waited for the confirmation, especially knowing on the bounce right here, we just saw such a big dip, hitting that fib retracement line, and then it got sent right back up. Now, what we want to do is just because we're so close to this retracement line right here, and the potential for rejection and coming way down is pretty high. We want to kind of wait this out, and you can kind of see here, we doubled down on this position pretty heavy. Sold, we got 1L on that previous trade, but hey, take that 1L when we're pretty much up on every single other one. Again, bought in pretty heavy on here. 650 sold here. I think we averaged from about 30 and 34 and up. So what we're going to want to see here is if this does break, we'll probably take a smaller put position for the retracement. This is that area that we really want to see break and then come back down. Yeah, so we got the break there. Let's do this. We're going to take some, get this loaded up here. Take a small position of the 100 right here. Let's see, it's close to about 18 seconds. Let's go ahead and let this next candle form real quick before we pop into this. There we go. Can't see because I got this. There we go. I can't see it there. Let's go ahead and get this back in the entry. Plays out here. We're up 100 right now. I said, I'll be honest with you, I think we should get a pretty good rejection off this line. Um, unless the buyers really step in. And I mean, we're getting pretty much close to the all-time highs. 52-week high is 610.78. There's a good little rejection right there. Um, getting bought back up. But let's do this. We're going to set this to 75 because we should see a pretty big push off of this real quick. I'm just going to see a breakdown below here and here. Might get a run back here to that 200 EMA. So we're going to, yeah, there's 74, 75. Ooh, almost getting there. Had a little left over in the individual cash accounts for making a little play here, mimicking our play on here as well. Um, like I said, it's a little bit smaller of a position, so I'm gonna let that one ride out on the cash account. Kind of capitalize on the bigger drop if it happens. We're seeing right here creeping up into the popping off the 9 EMA. See a nice good candle through here. Um, is what we really want to see. They're literally pushing it right back here. See if they get that break. You see that candle just touched right there, so they're going to get some good retracement, or they're going to kind of push it back up through there. You can see here the 1 minute's curling back down, so that's why we're kind of looking at put plays. Five's up pretty high because obviously that last green session of these last couple candles in the 15, 20 minutes. Um, I know it's kind of hard to see the candlesticks because this stuff's in the way, but candles are getting pretty tight right here. They may just push this up through here. So if they can't get this, it's already a couple time rejected. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of stick this one out. If it does pop through here, though, it's gonna go quick. Um, let's go ahead and actually let's cancel this, just so that if it does happen to start going crazy through there, oops, we are positioned accordingly to not get clapped, right? So they really are trying that line. Let's see if they get it. Oh, there it is. Rejected off again. I got it above, then close above it. They might have a chance. They're getting there. You can see right here, we're down 700 now. We're up quite a bit. I think we still stick this out though. It wicked up there above it, got pushed back down. Candle closed below it again. See if they open it up above it. Nope. Still right there on that line. They're fighting it though. The one's about to cross back downwards, so we're probably going to see some downward movement here. Um, but there's a lot of buying Looks like there's a lot of buying pressure right here to push this up above that line. Let's see, they're still not able to, they got it back up above it, but not closing the candles above it. We're wicking there, but there's a push there. See if they can do it. Oh, well, I got a candle to close above there, and I'm pushing up. There it goes. It's going pretty quick. These next couple are really going to determine if it gets that break or it's going to get, it's going to break and come right back down. Still think we should kind of hold this out for a second. That's where it's so tight right here. Look at the five. Yeah, five's looking good, like it's going north though. Still think we're gonna get that nice candle retracement right here. That's a pretty good candle right there. Push it up. And so just kind of sit, wait this one out right here, down a little bit. Oh, but again, we finally got a good clean break right here. See if we get the break, the retracement right here, and then a bounce or a breakdown right here. They're kind of moving the EMAs up above here, but again, we got volume weighted average way down here at 606. Again, most of the time when you get above these resistance lines or these retracement lines right here, um, you do typically get a good push back below them. So we're going to kind of stick to our plan and see where this goes. We should see get a nice sell candle coming up here from what it looks like. We're pretty close right here. They're fighting it out pretty good. We should see that nice big break down here. Probably about a little 30, 40 cent candle. Like watching paint dry right here, man. It's so tight. It's right there. So like I said, it's either they're gonna break it right here or they crossed it right here on the 1 minute MACD. Let's see the 5 where that's at. It's still pretty much showing upwards movement. Same thing on the 30, but again we might flatten out here about 120. You can see I got all this little low volume right here. It's starting to creep this back up, but again, I still think this is going to break back down here. We're going to get a nice larger candle on the sell volume down here. So we're kind of, as you can see here, we're positioned to kind of knock this out pretty quick if it goes the opposite way. Um, Down about 2100. Previous trade, put us up to about 11, 12 G's on the daily profit. But so we want to see where this breaks, and we're probably going to call it a day after this. Um, just because it's, after about 2 o'clock, you can get some good momentum trades in, but we're going to go ahead and move on with our day because we already finished up with our individual cash account, made our personal trades, and want to get some content out there for um, some positive day trades on here, just showing how we do things. Again, our goal is get the main uh, account staying private, my individual cash account. Um, Try to get that up to 25,000 so that we can, instead of paper trade like we're doing right now, what we do is, obviously using some real cash, obviously paper trading, simulated money, but, um, in the live market. So if we were, if I was in my cash account, we'd be running it up pretty good with 25,000. This is something that we're going to try to get to the point where we're doing this on the daily. We really, really are making a push to, like we talked about in this previous videos, making this a lifestyle, um, making this a full-time habit. But again, being a single dad, we got to handle a few things first, financially, and making sure all that is taken care of before we can 100% financially invest and dive into this stuff. But what we can do in the meantime is sharpen up our game and build our other accounts in the meantime so that we can, when we're ready, we gonna be ready. So we're still getting a little bit of a sell volume. Oh, it's starting to creep there. This could be it right here. Already got the flip there. I mean, a good breakdown here below the EMA and the retracement line. 608.10, I believe, is where we need to break down below. That EMA is sitting there at roughly 608 flat. So we need to get good close on this candle below that. Candle just opened up, so we got about a full 45 seconds to go on it. Um, Again, probably, like I said, trying to head down to this area right here after if we can't stay up above this, we're gonna get this nice breakdown here. But they're fighting pretty hard to keep this up here. You can see, recaptured some monies right here, so down 1,500. But again, I'm gonna hold on to this longer than usual. We are up for the day. Obviously, want to give it up. So they're trying to push it up right here. This might be the part where it rejects the retracement and then heads back north. Um, so this is really a pivotal point right here we want to keep an eye on. Let's see what they do in these next few candles, because they're really keeping this up right here. Kind of see it's now it's tougher to see, but we got to get a little mini bounce off the 9. Go pop over here. And you see they're kind of got a flat to the 608, building some support right here is what it looks like. Again, this is probably not a trade I would typically take um, on my main or my individual cash account. We did do a small position on the cash account, about $200, just because of the profits we made today. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of a low risk as far as cost, high risk as far as reward. If we do get that breakdown down to here, again, I do expect this to kind of fall through, at least come down here and touch VWAP with a rejection right here, especially with it being later in the day. Um, we have some news coming out closer to, if I'm not mistaken, 3:30 ish. I think a lot of people are going to be positioned to kind of get out of here in a minute. Should see some good sell volume down to here. 5 minutes still looking good on the MACD though. For a move kind of upward, you see it start to kind of curl. So we want to really see this kind of turn back down. We want to see this oscillation right here continue to decrease, which would be a good sign for us to stay in this trade. And then on the 1 minute, we want to see this continue to increase and see this continue to stay below that blue signal line. It's really just fighting right here on this retracement line. I do expect to see this kind of let loose and either see this nice big red candle right here, or get some good upside potential. But I'm leaning more towards the downside right here. As you can see, that's why we're positioning these puts right here for a 608 strike. Basically, this breaking that's capitalizing on this larger downward movement that I'm expecting. We've got about a minute, 20 seconds for that 30-minute candle to close. 30-minute closes below that 608 line. I think we would be pretty good. You can see the 30-minute green volume though is still looking pretty decent. All right, about under a minute. Let's see what's going on with this. See where this closes out right here. This is really going to determine if this is going to get a good bounce on that, especially on that 30-minute candle close. Yeah, looks like it. So let's go back and check this out. Like I said, they closed that one here over and they opened this one back up slightly higher. And on the 30, they definitely closed that above there, but let's see. Like I said, should see that buying pressure start stepping in here. Um, I'm sorry, the selling pressure stepping in right here just because we can't get a clean break right here. And this is just holding on for dear life both ways right here. Again, this is more of a testing out strategy trade right here. Given the risk, I wouldn't go in as heavy right here, especially on my main account. We did take a small position on our individual cash account to the downside, about 200 bucks. That way, if things don't go our way, never want to lose money, but I'd rather do that and be able to close it out, lose maybe 50 bucks or so, um, than go in heavy and lose you know hundreds or thousands of dollars. So it's getting a good little push right there. Let's check this out. Yeah, see it's kind of quite a little green volume right here. Like I said, once this trade kind of plays out, we're going to be hopping off here. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Stayed this far. Appreciate you. I'm trying to run this YouTube game up this year. Like I said, jumped in about 2 weeks ago. Things got quite a bit crazier than expected. So all those that have liked, followed, watched, subscribed, we greatly appreciate you. This started out as just kind of a dream to just kind of post the stuff and play around, and it's turned into something we've got to get a little more serious about. Um, Focus on getting these watch hours up. So you start seeing some more live streams and be putting out the usual content for the live trades and informational videos. Man, this thing really ain't going anywhere right here. Like I said, that's why typically something like this, again, wouldn't be the most advisable entry level spot. Um, Really, we're basing it off of a break of over here. So we get some better sell to the downside right here, but this thing is slowly rising right here. Uh, Either the buyers are going to say it or the sellers are going to say it. They're going to be like, "I'm tired, boss." And this thing's going to break one way or another. Looks like it's breaking to the upside right here. It looks like they're really going to be pushing this right here. Got this to curl back up right here. Still not quite convinced, but got about 3,300. Like I said, we're risking about 6,600 bucks right here, which would be most of our daily P&L. Obviously, we don't want to go giving up a bunch of money, but like I said, I really am expecting this to be brought down to the downside pretty good here. Um, Again, we're going to be a little more risky in our. We'll open that up a little bit higher. A little more risky on the day trade account for our paper trade account. Still want to show growth, still want to lock in profits, right? But again, we're willing to stick it out a little bit longer just based off of our trade strategy, just to see if what we're seeing and what we're analyzing is going to be something that's accurate, or if we need to readjust and change up our game plan when we hit things like this. As again, you can see we go through here, made several trades today. Pretty much all wins